All right, good morning, guys. All right, here we go. Well, the morning started already. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. So, this we open them in within within range. So I'm probably gonna have a range day, meaning we're just gonna stay. It ain't gonna be. I don't see uh possibility probably going too far down. We'll probably hit uh prior range high, uh overnight high probably because we open it within range. So I don't think it's gonna be a trendy day, but I could be wrong. Let me do some of my markings that I usually do. Yeah. I immediately like to look at my VWAP, how my VWAP. You can see how though they're so close together with each other. Again, that just tell me we're gonna have a range day. We're just gonna be bouncing from one to another point. There's 117 sales block just came in. Even though it looks like we are putting up an uptrend, they're still trying to show they try to bring it down. We're still within range of the first VWAP, the middle of VWAP, I'm sorry. And here's your second, the first, the second, and third. We're in the middle. Goes to I'm sorry, we're in the first, and still the middle of VWAP is extremely close. This is nowhere near anything, none of the points that I like. These are my levels that I'll be looking at. Overnight high right here. Let me fix the price. I'm gonna fix it. Okay, so overnight high, that's 192.25. Our power range high is 214, and it has value area high there. I just moved them. Hold on. All right, looks like we're getting a conviction. Good thing. overnight high has been tapped. By the way, if you don't have the market profile, if you don't have this, I recommend you get it. But I think you need to have the NinjaTrader license, lifetime license to be able to get it. But once you have it, I can take that line out because annoying. Anyway, so once you have it, you don't really need this. All you gotta do is look at points where things are matched. You know, this is the overnight. All you gotta do is put a line there, and the overnight low is right at the bottom before we open. We come in first thing in the morning, whatever the lowest point is, and whatever the highest point is, and then from there you can see that if I was gonna do, you know, some lines or something like that, I would put where the most yeah, look at that, go off. Now my VWAPs are spreading out. See, there's a lot of volume coming in now. But like I was saying, look, I take all the drawings and all that. I will put a line. I will come over here. I will put a line somewhere right here. Look where everything is touching so many times. Okay. And you know, this one right over here, this is the overnight high. I will put a line right here. That's my overnight high here. And the overnight low right here. I will come over here, put a line right here. That's what I would do. We got that line over here. And now I'll try to find, then I will go from the day before, because this is the day before. And then from the day before, I'll see where everything is touching a lot. Look at all this right here. So we'll put another line here. Multiple touches. We'll put a line here. Beside the lines I'm putting, I'll try to put 4 or 5. So I will put another line right here. I will probably put one more right over here. And I'll keep an eye on those levels. It's a really good level. Don't overdo it. Also, leaving one more here. I will put one more line here. Just look at all those touches. And then once I do that, then I'll come over here and see how they're behaving. You can see, look, this line came over here. That's this area. That's this area. You can come over here. Let me open it up a little bit. So as you can see, this is the overnight low. It came to this level here, came on, it came down, tested and came back up. Tested this level here, bounced off of it, came back, broke over it, bounced off of it again, and went up. And then this level here, you just touched it, bounced off and came back. So you can see you can build. You don't need the market profile. You can, if you go back a couple of days back and see what's touching the most and put up lines there, you'll see that you start noticing some behavior. Now why we didn't reach this, I'm guessing because the third deviation is right here, and I don't play with the third deviation. I'm gonna put my indicators, and you can see how close they are to. Let me remove the indicator and put my drawings. Now this is the drawing with mines, my drawings. They're not that far off. Look, this line right over here that I draw, pretty close to my previous POC. This line that I drew right here, look, it was overnight POC as well. This line, nothing is in there, but it's inside this cluster that I had before, which is okay. Now we come over here. Look at, this is the overnight low. I got that line there. So you'll see that, okay, so I think I added that one. I can remove this out. You can see how close they were to other. I don't know about this one. I don't think I don't have that one. Anyway, but Let me remove this one because in the law already have a sign for it. This two I'm gonna leave because it goes from way back. Okay. So now I'm gonna put my indicators back, and you can see here is the third deviation. When it gets close, it's gonna come off. I usually bounce off. In order for me to aim for this one, I would have loved to see the second VWAP, second deviation to be the R1, and it wasn't there. Although it's coming pretty close right now, but if it was here, I would have taken that shot. But again, no. Uh, this little drawing that I did, that's the only thing when you have so many lines, things are gonna show my profit. Market profile is still good. Oh, yeah, everything is good. Oh, oh, a little bit higher. There you go. This is very weak. This line right over here, I won't take it. Way too weak. You can come over here and you can see this also, by the way. Line up what you got. One of the reasons I wouldn't take that is because, first of all, we are in the uptrend. And I don't want to take an uptrend unless I have a divergence, and I didn't have any. And I will have to have this situation. I think I said it like 100 times. We'll have to have this go up and then down. I didn't have that situation. That didn't happen. I didn't have a deviation, none of that. And we're going, and it's an uptrend. Uh, Although it's not really established yet. Not established yet. So that's why I didn't take it. We went back right back down to the middle of the VWAP. I'm trying to do simple trading. Simple. That's all. Simple trading in areas that I know there's a possibility of it to bounce. If anything, it will bounce. Let me remove this. Hit this. There you go. So there's a possibility it might bounce here, which it is right now. Bouncing. This is still down though. Also a good one. It's a good one. I would love to see a little bit more candles. So a little bit more, you know, more candles. Probably to here before I take it. I put this line here? regardless, look, I don't remember. I think I had this in the morning. Didn't I have this one right here? That I had that one in there? Regardless, but you can see the price came up to it and it bounced off. But those levels, believe it or not, those levels are gold. You need to put those levels in, and then you need to watch the market. Then the market will tell you whether it's going to go up or is whether those points are valid or not. If you want to look at X amount of candles being put, X levels, and then you can see whether it's going to go up or not. Well, you can't really see, but you make a prediction where the market's going to go. As of right now, I haven't been able to make a prediction where we're going to go. That's why I haven't really I haven't taken any trades. I'm waiting for the market to decide what the hell it's going to do. I want to be able to see a lot more than this. So usually I don't trade the first 10-15 minutes. It takes me a little bit longer for me to trade. So this is considered high. It broke off a little. It broke off the overnight high, and then it came down strong. This is okay. So this is a high. This is a lower high. So that could be a problem. That could mean coming down. So that's why I don't really want to take anything yet. I don't know where the thing is going. I need more information before I make a decision. More information. I want to see some structure. I want to see some trading structure before I take any trade. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google, you can search for, you can search for candle structures on Google. You can go and look at them up, and you study them and memorize them. And again, try to understand this is going to be a 2 to 5 years journey. 2 to 5 years journey. I think I said it yesterday. If you do something for 5 years straight, nothing else, just this. Forget about placing a call, any of that stuff, any other type of trading, anything. You just focus on one, pick one, and you stick to it from 2 to 5 years. Things are gonna start popping out details. And you guys, if you're new to this, if you're very new, just take it the very first at the end of the day, your very first chart, take a screenshot of it. Do not put any markings, remove them all. Take a screenshot and put it aside. And then once you and save it somewhere, Google Drive or something like that, you put your first chart, if you can find it, if you have it. And what you're gonna do is, after 2 years, you're gonna come back to that chart, and you're going to make predictions based off that chart. And you're gonna tell me what you see. Well, not tell me, tell yourself what you see that you didn't see at first. Because at first, you see, if you come over here, if you only do this, yeah, the indicators off. Just still, if you look at this, you'll be like, okay, where am I going with this? Where's this thing going? I don't know. But after X amount of years, I'll be able to tell you, damn, this is a very strong uptrend. Looks pretty good. I would have taken to this level if I had that level in there. And but I keep an eye on this. It might bounce off and come back down hard. So because this is it went down, then went up. We don't really have a high low, although this will be high lows. I don't really consider those high low. You know, you could also say, well, I also see this. Look at that. I also see this, and I can see that it bounced off, it went 100. Now it's testing and testing this area. Who knows what's going to happen? It might go down. We might not actually reach this. So yeah, you'll be able to examine after X amount of years, um, and really try to make a prediction. And it's better if you can take a week long every week, one day, 1 week, a week long screenshot at the end of the day of everything, and see what you find in there. Looks like we're done going up, by the way. It looks like we're down going up. It's not much of a reason to go down, but it looks like we're done going up. See, it went back to this level and, and close to it. I mean, get to it, and it bounced off immediately. Bounced off. So, wait a minute. Actually, no. Now I see something that is starting to interest me. Now I see the second deviation of the VWAP. I'm close to the R1. That is interesting. That is very, very. So I'm keeping an eye on it. So here's another tip. Here's another tip. So you want to put your levels at horizontal, but your lines have to be diagonal. They cannot be straight. So I don't. If I do this to the top, right on top, and I see marking here, uh, it would take a lot for me to take it up to break it. I like to see more like this, diagonal. This is the proper way for you to draw the lines, not straight like this, diagonal. There has to be even like this, okay. But if you got lines like this, I don't know. But ideal is like this, 45 degrees. That's the ideal. Even like this is okay. But if you're straight, pretty much straight on, don't take those. Be like this. This is really good. And we're coming at somehow some kind of a pinch. So if you ignore this one, if you ignore this one, then you look at this and this one. This will tell you that we going up, actually, because we come over here, we went up to it, we came back. Actually, we're gonna come back to it, maybe come back down, and then shoot up. That's what I'm looking at right now. So this is another one of those trading structures that you want to look up online. I forgot the name of this, but whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can take off from here too, but higher likely it's gonna come down here, give it another touch. You need to close this a little bit more. By the way, these lines are not set in stone. I drew those lines, so it could be this right here. I drew this line. These are mine. I drew that, so it's not set in stone. Uh, as long as you keep that in mind. The lines that you're drawing then, not the marker, not drawing them. You are drawing them. This is not as bad as taking it here, putting a stop over here, and coming to a stop right here. Yeah. I should have taken that one. Look at all this candles. Yeah, that was it. Would have taken the cut right here. It's gonna be a tough day today to trade though. But the point is, the important thing is that you see how recognizing, uh, recognizing. Let me take the indicators out and everything. Recognizing some patterns are key. Let me take everything out. I'll do it again. So look at this. So we went from here. Okay. Let me take the indicators out. And then we went there. Then it said the next thing I said was this. And here was the pattern. This is the pattern right here. I said to here and then up. But I decided to take the short. Let me take the cut it here. This candle right over here. This candle should have got me in. The only problem is that I would have to put my stop down here to make it valid. So it will bounce off here, give me a little bit extra, and then shoot up. Or even here, I'm sorry. Would have to put it here. Which wasn't a bad deal. That was not. Over here is a little bit too much, but over here wasn't a bad deal though. Not a bad deal at all. Anyway, so somebody's text. So that was the deal. So if you go online, you Google them. Just Google whatever, some trading patterns and candle pattern and candle structures and all this stuff. Just study it. But to me, this is one of the best one. When I see this triangle forming, if it's going up, I mean continuation. Okay. Now, if the candle looks something like, let's see, oh, shoot, still going. That's pretty good. What's up there? Nothing. So we had the opposite. That we had this. They had this. That's exactly the opposite. This is, are we looking for something like this? And down. Okay. So these are patterns. If you recognize them, you can take those trades. Wow. Interesting. And again, I don't have anything up here. All I have is this last two. I mean, so I put up I uploaded 40 days. I mean, it took my computer a long time to load it, and everything was really, really slow. I don't want to be part of that again. I don't want to load it. The only mark I got is that S on the R2. There's one more over here. Those are the only logo I got left. Marking. Half an hour was never taking no trades. Yeah. They wanted to take that one, but I don't know why I didn't take it. That was a really good one. Just to hear. $130 a sales block. Well, 130 sales block on an uptrend. We had the pivot point R1 right in the smack middle of the opportunity zone, which is between these two EMAs. This is very strong. Could be for an up, by the way. If it comes down here, I'll take the bounce. Put my stop down here. And you also have all this to support it. So that was the. Hello. Just wished for this price to go down to this level, and I'll be more confident taking it. Because I don't want to call a breakout. I don't. Coming to the third level, that's a good sign. But I really would love this one to be up there. So I might get my opportunity here. Look at this coming right back down to this level. You'll be surprised just how indicative this indicator is. I love this indicator. I remember when I first started with this indicator, I didn't know what to make. I just put it on there, and I just like the fact that it looks like candles. Then once I started seeing patterns, and I got interested in it. I really got interested. I started looking at it more, how the candle was behaving. Then I started to notice this levels. Hey, wait a minute. This looks like there's something here. And then I could make decision based on that. It's bouncing off of it. Remember, I drew this, and it's bouncing off of it. That's the type of thing you wanna be on the lookout for. Right in the middle. If I take it here, we'll have to put my stop over here. That's a long way down. That's it could easily be still a lot of trouble. Might be worth it though. Might be worth it. I'm gonna go for it. Uh-uh. Ideally, you should be behind this. Really keep behind whatever walls you creating a little cradle. The offside is a good sign. I think there was news today at 10. So, oh no news today. Write it down. Should check the news. Have to check the news. You see, this is a large push, very little candles for it. I'll attach it to there. Let's see. Oh, actually, hold on. Take -10. What it does. right now, this is attached to this EMA minus 10 ticks. So that's why you see this gap. If I didn't put the minus 10, it would be right here. I just want to give a little bit of breathing room just in case it taps it and the week goes a little bit long. So that's all. I don't know if it's gonna make it here or not, but oscillator here. I'll ride it for as long as I can, or for as long as it will. Okay, let me explain this one. So you have this right here. Now this one will be a hard one to take because this week right here, there's a week right on. Come down here. This week candle week that you got here, it already broke all this. So I wouldn't consider that possible break. If all my candles were here, let's say all that was happening, I had this here, then I would consider that a possible breakout. Not like this, not with those candle week. Again, if you don't know about candle weeks and all that, you can go online and search them up, stuff like that. But it's really interesting. Let's say if I had that there, and then I had yeah, this level here is interesting, but let's say I had all that set of candles over here, something like this, somewhere here. Then this would be really interesting because there will be a lot of stop here. There will be a lot of stops around here. And I want to take those stops. I want to take them. And again, today is going to be a really tough day to trade. Really tough. Because, like I said, possibility of us being in a range. Although we did break this, it's just I don't have anything up here other than the R1, R2, and R3. Like I was saying, I don't have anything else. Don't have what else to point at, just to point at this, and possibly point at that one. That's all I have. We break this, definitely gonna hit that. I might move my stop over here still. Um, right now I'm in positive, so I won't lose anything. So guys, yeah, if you can get a trade idea, you can get a trade idea. Um, the only way you can do that if you have these levels in there, you know, if you have the markings and all this stuff, then watching the candles, you can have a trade idea and you'll be outside, you'll make money, but that comes after years, man. It's not, it's gonna be really hard for somebody to train you on it. You can't be trained because you know, while other people see they can, you know, they can teach you, but the problem is you need screen time. Have to look at the screen. You have to come in every day, no matter what. And the more hours you spend in there, it can only do you good. When I first started, I was in here from 7 o'clock in the morning all the way to 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon every day. And then I would go to work. And after that, I would go to work. And the first thing in the morning, I would just turn on my computer, look at it every day, founding, and I still do. Absolutely intriguing and amazing. I love watching this. I love it. I love to be able to make prediction. At first, I was off, way off, but as time progressed, I was very good at, you know, recognizing breakouts and all this stuff, and reading the candles. And once you get to that level, you're always gonna make money. You're gonna have bad days, and if you see, I posted it. I haven't had a bad day like that. Like I had, I think it was, what was it, Monday? I think it was Monday. 20 minus 20 something thousand. I haven't had something like that in a long time. But I blown account. I blown account. And the reason I left it there, somebody else, to be honest, somebody else would have just said, "Hey, I'll be back in a minute." Switch account, taking a few trades, come back in. I'll set it $3,000 or something like that. And be like, "Wow, how do you make all that money?" He probably just switched account and didn't want to say and didn't want to expose himself. Which is nothing to expose, nothing. People lose money, and it's for your. The reason I want to leave it there, or the reason I left it there, is because it's for your benefit. If you see that I can lose that much money, and you can lose that much money, it's just plain and simple. You can make a lot of money, but you can lose a lot of money. Heck, you can lose your shirt, everything, your house. You can lose your house. There's no bankruptcy for this, by the way. I don't think so. I don't think you can claim bankruptcy. They'll they'll come in and take your house and everything you have. If you have a debt, if there's a margin call, if they make a margin call and you don't have the money, they'll come for it. This is the economy of the U.S. They're gonna come for everything you have. There's no bankruptcy, none of that. Um, so yeah, they'll take whatever it is you own. So your car, your house, everything you own, they'll come for it. Anyway, guys, if you know of a good mic that I can get, beside I have HyperX quad. I have the HyperX quad. If you know of a better microphone that I can get, please let me know, because um I don't know, this mic, I like it, but I hear other people on other podcasts and they talk and they so the voice coming so clean. I feel like my voice, and I'm hearing myself right now through headphones, and it sounds like slightly bit of an, I guess, I don't know, like an echo or something like that. So if you guys um know of a mic uh, that is good for this type of deal, let me know. all morning. Not bad. Not bad at all. I would like to say I should have taken here, but to be honest, I don't know where I should have taken. Again, I don't have anything out here. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Oh, little bounce there. Come back up. Don't have anything. This is as far as it went up. Look, black. Nothing for me to take. So I can't really say I should have taken it there, here and there. No, nothing. All I have is the VWAP, but we've been writing it for a long time, so it's anybody's game. Anybody's guess, I'm sorry. Guess. So anyway, so I said it first. I said it. Let me go back to, what was it? The day I lose all the money. The days I lose all the money, I was talking about P. Diddy. And that's why I lost all the money instead of concentrating on the trades or anything like that. Um, he, I said it first. I said that nothing was going to happen to the big list of clients. Nothing. Nothing's going to happen to those people. JC, Jennifer Lopez, none of Usher, none of that's going to happen to any of them. If anything, maybe Usher, because his name been dropped a lot. Or JC, all these people, they probably got an immunity. And they're not gonna say anything. Like I said, they're not gonna say anything. Just the simple fact because they're not gonna change the industry. They're gonna change it. You think they're gonna bring in people like people who talk nice and beautiful lyrics about peace and love and all that. No, man, they're trying to rip the country apart. Why? Dictatorship. If you guys haven't put that together, I don't know what to tell you. The whole idea of bringing all these immigrants to the United States, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's so they can build they can have a dictatorship. That's the only way to do it. They want to build a dictatorship. They have to create a chaos. And the chaos has to be so great that they demand the government to do something. When they demand it, okay, and the government say, okay, yeah, we hear your voice, we're gonna do it. And the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna suspend people's right. They did that through COVID-19, by the way, and then it didn't work. We stand up, but they're gonna keep doing it until they have forever, by the way, because it's an institution. Institution is the institution lives longer than any human being. So ours, we probably gonna be dead, and they're gonna be dead, but their successors are gonna keep up. They are. I like this, by the way. All right, low. They're gonna keep up. Possibly come to here. They're gonna keep it up, and they're gonna get the dictatorship. I don't care who says what. They're gonna build that dictatorship. Look at what happened with what was it? Germany. Hitler. Remember Hitler? It was after World War II. I mean, right after World War One. Right after World War One, they were under huge depression. It was chaotic. The inflation was through the roof. They've been demoralized. They've been beaten. And all of a sudden, here comes this guy and says, no, we need to be proud. We're German. We are resilient. We need to take Germany back and all that. And they started singing beautiful songs to the people. They all rally. A few of them rally up behind them, and they started making a small revolution, taking some of the higher up out until they instated Hitler. Then they got slowly but surely, they got not what they wanted. They got a dictatorship. They got the revolution. They asked for help, and they got a dictatorship. You cannot bring a dictatorship here to the United States. Not in the void like that. Not with all the laws we have. You have to call for it. Okay, all these people trying to help all these immigrants, which is a good thing. I mean, you gotta be good to people, of course. But they're not bringing the cream of the crop. They're bringing the worst of the worst. They're bringing it over so they can create chaos. And once they bring chaos, they can take over. They'll have a dictatorship. It's that simple. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's say after 5 years they keep bringing people in. Now after 5 years, the amount of patriots is diluted. It's diluted. The amount of people who's going to want to take out the government versus the amount of people who don't want to take the government, is going to even out. It's going to get to the point where you protest over here to remove this guy. The other people are going to protect to keep that guy here, and then you're going to have a civil war, people against people. It's no longer the people against the government. These people are smart. They're not dumb. They know what they're doing, and they know exactly how to do it. They're implementing it. It's not about keeping Democrats in. Do you think that's what it's all about? You think they bring all these people for the vote? Not about the vote. It's not. It's actually, well, yes, in part it's about the vote, but it's in the other part, the most important part is about dividing it. Divide. If we are not in one mind, we're not in one body. There's no way. And they know it. So anyway, you know what? I keep talking like that. I'm gonna get banned real fast. Either get banned or somebody gonna pull a bullet in my head. So that's what's up. My heart is actually, now that I said that, my heart has started to beat a little bit faster, but I don't care. Whatever. I don't care. I'm Christian, so it don't matter. You kill me today, kill me tomorrow. I'll be straight to my Lord Heaven, Jesus Christ. That's the way it is. Now, I do use some profanity sometimes because I'm not perfect. There's only one perfect man, and that's he's hanging on the cross. So yeah. Anyway, those are my thoughts to all this. I have more thoughts. Lie. Anyway, so let's see. I'm trying to see if I can squeeze one more trade here. It's a tough day, really is. Even though I like this now more than anything because it's my second deviation is hitting this level here. But you have this. A lot of people wait for this crossover, EMA cross, this fast EMA cross the lower EMA, the slow EMA, and then they start making trades. Look at this, complete meltdown. Be great if somebody would text something, let me know if they like what I'm saying or they like hearing this or not. I didn't even check if my mic is on. Okay, yeah, it is. But that would have been sad if I said all that and nobody heard it. 10:30. Anyway, guys, if you like hearing me talk about all the stuff besides trading, let me know in the comments. Anytime, just let me know. Any type of comment is always welcome. I don't know if anybody watching. Probably nobody. But a good thing. A nice bounce up from here. Oh. I have one more indicator that I use, but I have one more. Is the owner of this indicator and this indicator, well, not really this indicator, but the one who gave me these numbers and all that, and this indicator right over here. I'm waiting for it to answer my email. I sent him a quest to see if he lets me, use them all online, and then I'll definitely post it out there that people can get it if they want to. It's a very good indicator. I've been having it for years and love it. It's down here, right below here, and I don't want to show it, and I don't want people to see me using it because he hasn't answered my text. I'm waiting for him to answer my text. Uh, high low possibly here means continuation, but the problem is I don't have a divergence. Looking for a divergence, but we're still in the uptrend. There is no divergence, so you would need it. I would need a divergence. Over here, they had a divergence. It was going up here. So right here, they had a divergence, and it was going up here. We had that little divergence. But taking those on an uptrend with not enough candle, this does not mean continuation. This is not a continuation down, by the way. It is not. If I had this and then this, then I would have said yes. This is not it. No, wait. I had this. Then this is down. Then I would say yes. This is we're going down. But this is telling me we're gonna shoot up again. So I'm still looking for an up. Still looking for right there. I said this already. This is it's a tough day to trade for sure. Very tough day. Very tough. I like to trade for like an hour and a half. So all the way to 11. Somewhere around there. Though sometimes I trade longer than that. Sometimes I do. Especially if I'm down or don't have enough money. I'm not convinced, to be honest. I'm not convinced with what I'm seeing. Not convinced at all whether we're gonna go up or not. Not convinced. We do not have a divergence here, but on my other indicators, now on my other indicator, I'm waiting for it to answer me. I wish it did. I do have a divergence. I do have a divergence off, so it's a good sign on the other indicator. starting to look like we're done going. The only thing keeping me looking at up is these second deviation VWAP. This R2. The only thing keeping me looking up. And again, like I said, once you recognize all this, you know how what the market looks for. Once you start making prediction, you gotta use the candles and the indicators all together. Okay, it's not just hey, we're gonna go here, boom, let's go. And it doesn't work that way. The indicators are all pointing up. It's a good thing. This making an this structure looks pretty solid for an uptrend. I mean, to taking an up. By the way, we have a small little flag, small bear flag, but on an uptrend, we don't take those. Let's see if I find another level here that works better for the find it. And another level. This worked just fine. This one. Actually, this is where I have the most touches. Right here. Good. This one is, but since it's coming from down here, I want to leave it. So again, you know, like I said, I'm looking for, even though I'm still looking for this, I want to have a good candle structure to take that trade with. I don't want to take it just willy-nilly. Actually, I don't. People might be waiting for this to cross over and then go up. But some people actually start buying it in anticipation of this crossing over. Might be a crossover right here. Okay, so I'm starting to like this, but because we do have that crossover. I think. Let's see if I can take a closer look. We're almost there. Thinking of taking a long here, but and for the candle. Everything's pointing down, so that's a big no-no. Especially since I have this structure here, this bear candle, though I don't really consider it not a bear candle, bear flag. I don't really consider it a bear flag because we were up in the up, we were going on an uptrend, and I still think we're on an uptrend, just a little liquidity grab. And I think this is just a liquidity grab to make an to go up. That's what I think it is. I think we're gonna reach here. And let me put my famous line right here. Possibly even more. I hit it like halfway between that one, maybe. But I definitely want to take profit right here. if this bear flag was valid, then it will go from there to the previous POC. Interesting. If you want to know more about how to read the marketplace, there's a book called Market Profile. Yeah, I have it somewhere around here. I gotta have to look it up in my library. I have it somewhere around here. I'm a reader, so I'm always reading. Market Profile, I believe is his name. Market Profile, and I think there's 2 volumes. I have the first one, I don't have the second one. But it's very interesting. It explains a lot. It's pretty good, and it uses the example. It uses as cattle, you know, buying and selling cattle as examples, which is very interesting. Very interesting. It is. You didn't get the crossover. It's starting to look down. So, you know, like I said, always look. I have a trade idea. I want to make sure my candles, the structure, the candles, everything is how do you call it? Is adding to my trade idea. It's not taking away from it. If at any point I think, although I must say this, and it might sound slightly bit hypocrite, if I see that the trade as it's developing, it looks like I'll be taking a short if I was there, and I'll be canceling it out. In many occasions, some other trades I was in thinking it was go down. It was gonna go down, and I put a short or a long, don't matter. Then I saw a candle structure that it would tell me it was gonna go down. I should have caught it right there and just went the opposite, and I didn't. I didn't. Little liquidity grab here. It looks. So yes, if at one point while I'm trading, it looks like it's I would definitely would take a short on that. So as you are in the trade, you're looking at level. You're looking how it's reacting. How long time does it take? If you build one candle and then builds another short little candle and then another little candle, most likely a disaster is gonna turn on you. So just cut it right there. But if the small little candle start taking the smaller one, then that's a that means you stay in that trade like this one. See, small little candle. Now this candle took this candle right here. It took this candle, but never took this one. That means if you were going down, this is a good spot to keep on going, and possibly. But then you're gonna run back 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 to this level here to R1 pivot point. Oh, we might be done going up. I'm not calling that the top, by the way. I'm not doing that. The very tough spot because we have all these levels acting as support. All this level was, I mean, look at this. What's going on here is that people see all this level and they start putting buys and the stops around there. So it's really hard to get all this unless one large. The only thing will happen that they can. The only thing that will push through here if we have a large sales block that comes here and it matches all of them. There's hardly any volume, so it could happen. Oh, here comes the block. Like I was saying, 61.45. Still growing. 63.45. If I short, long is still good. This is very interesting. So I would I want to go short here. Why? Because all these stops are gonna be here and they're gonna get run over. They're gonna get. Look at this. Everything's pointing down. So that's just all those stops from all the bars are gonna get run over. Let's take it right here. Doing this. Thinking all those people are gonna get run over. Yeah. Oh. The reason I'm getting off or I'm getting out, even though look at this structure still looking good. The reason is we're close to this. And I'm betting, look at all this, pretty close to this level. And for some reason, this is not letting me separate this to individual. So that's a bad sign. Oh, see, it's not letting me. I'll get out. Let me see what the hell's going on. Properties. Like it keeps trying to separate. All right. All right. Oh yeah. For some reason, it was marked as in keep the trading each individual trade, keep them all together, not separated. And that's a problem because I like to take my risk out as I go. You know what I mean? I didn't make much, but I mean it's moving. There was way too much here, way too much. People are still putting buys and buys and buys. That's why I went in there, take the money out quick. Like I said, it's gonna be a tough day. It's gonna be quick trades, and that's it. It's gonna be 11 and soon enough. You can see here what I have. I have the MACD and I have the RSI. Sorry about that. I adjusted the screen. Why? I was like, anyway. So as you can see, I have the Mac. This is the MACD together with the RSI. I just put the MACD in here and through that. Let me show you. I'll come over here. Now they're separated. Now they're separated. Let's see. This is the MACD. This is the RSI. So I'll take the RSI and I just put it right on top of it. There's nothing special about it. The reason I do it is because it's just for space. That's all. It's just space. But you can see they act almost the same way, almost the same. So no biggie. All right, low right here. I'm also getting a high low over here. And look at this level right here that I put all in the morning and still acting as a support. And by the way, at the bottom is support, at the top is resistance. This is support, this is resistance, okay? Not that anybody asked, but as you were wondering, when people say, hey, this is support or this is resistance, you know, the bottom part is support because you're holding things on top. The top side is resistant because you're stopping things from blowing over. So you take this one, for example, take this line right here. From here up, this is resistance because it's holding it. Once it passes it, now it's support. Now it's resistance. And over here it's resistance again. So that's all it means. Not that anybody asked, but just in case, just to get the conversation going. Tough day, very tough. It was a tough one to get in. The next here, I stop over here. Kind of hard to take a long here when this is melting like that. It's going down. But this is pointing out. My other indicator is pointing. You send that guy another text. Send them one. We'll find. There's no volume right now. So low. I'll see what I can find. This won't work. It will work here though. Because you need to touch. You need to touch the top of the candle, the very first candle. So the first two dictates. But of course, this is all subjective. You decide whether you want to go by that rule or not. Up to you. You decide. Oh, sorry guys, I just came back from the bathroom real quick. I thought I would have been kicked out by now. All right. Take some of the risk out. The the fast EMA just went over the slow EMA, which is why we got this action here. People wait for that when it crosses over, then they take the trade. And that's one way to trade. If you want to return my money, I'll get out now. So $1,000. What happened here is that I see this starting to trade below my mark. That's a problem. You have this too, but this is the original one. So leave it alone. Let's see if I see something. Maybe from. Good thing I closed that. All right. Little bit of action. See, we down going up. Yeah, we're still doing business above the R1 level. Indicators are still pointing up. We're not going up yet. We do have lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, high, low, high, low. I mean, high, high, but yeah, high, 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 and then high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. You're making those. I mean, it's kind of hard to take a short, right? You will have to break all this. But all this time over here and nothing happened. That's another thing you gotta take. You take the whole thing in context. Look at all this time and we're still here. This starting to look like look over here, starting to look something like this. Right? That's what it's starting to look like. Again, the candle structures is what you want to look for. I look more at a candle structure more than anything, more than my indicators, by the way. Candle structure is what I really like. This level right here is still good. From early in the morning, I put that early in the morning. Look. Early in the morning, and it's still solid, still going. I like to put that first thing in the morning, see what that level does. Many times, well, not many times, actually, many times comes to it. Sometimes, very, very rare that we move so far away, we'll never see it again. What can I take? I can take this one out. It's no longer good. I don't help nobody. You know, I said it this morning is going to be a tough morning to trade, and it is a tough morning to trade. Very tough. And that was just based on this profile. That's what I'm telling you. If you can learn to read this, you don't have to be perfect, but somewhat understand, get some idea out from this, you're good. I mean, I saw that this is the overnight, which means that we were you know, with their business within range. So that means that we were gonna have a range day, or at least a very tough day to trade. We then broke to the top side, went up. Um, based on this alone, it looks like we're not done going up. Might go down. We might go up a little bit more. Uh, because it's a long way from there to the bottom. A long way. It's just easier to go up. That means price been accepted around this range. That don't means we might not come down because we do have all this down to a couple of things that we need to fix. We have a naked PLC down here too. So we can melt and then go back up. So keep that in mind always. Always keep it in mind. Let me take all everything out so you can see it more clearly. So we open up here within range of the prior days trading day. We open up right here. It was beautiful. We had a naked PLC. We already closed it first thing in the morning. We also, so when we open somewhere around here. So that just told me we're gonna be in a trend in a range state, but more towards the high side since we were already almost close to the prior range high, and we're gonna open on the overnight high. More likely we're gonna go up, but it was gonna be a tough trade anyway. Tough day. Look at that, still tough. And the EMA just crossover. We do have a crossover. That's why we have this push down. I think we're gonna go down. There is a lot of money down, so this level, possibly come down to here. So melting. So it was a really good thing I got out of that trade. If not, I would have been screwed. Although this long candle is more than enough to get me out. I would have got out. I would have just called it. I would have called it quick here and probably taken a loss since my stop was down here, but that candle was way too strong to ignore. But now, look at this. So we have these R1 from the pivot point. It was support. Now it's acting as a resistance. Still resistance. We're on the range. So here's what I like about this is this we made this cradle. That means down. So we might up and then go down. That one I might. I might take that short again, but there's a lot of liquidity down here. We also got the middle of the VWAP. Interesting. Oh, sorry about that. All the text. I'll take that trip down. Break that. I hit this overnight low, overnight high. I'm sorry. You need to break this right here. I don't want to take anything now because everything's still pointing down. And I want to make money too. And then there's possibility to go all the way down. So let's just relax. The week is interesting. I believe it got there, but didn't trigger it. There we go. Now we're gonna trigger. You know what I mean? All you gotta do just wait for those candle structure, and you should be fine. Ooh, huge buy block, huge. I don't want to go against it. So take some of my profit out. Look at that, 112 overnight high. That's what happened. A lot of people were waiting for it to come down here and then trigger the buy block. What happens is they put buys here, they put the buy blocks here, and once it triggers, it just triggers and goes up. So what's happening here is right now is a lot of people are seeing that it's not going through, so they're probably reversing the trades to go down. Some of them, not all of them, and that might be that might trigger a melt. If you've been here with me this morning, you would have seen that I haven't taken a single loss. This is not a loss. I'm just taking a breaking even right here. So I want all my trades today. Patience, candle structure, watching them, watching everything. This is pointing down. This is pointing down. My other indicators that I can't show you, I'm waiting for until it was absolutely pointing down. Everything was pointing down. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna call it 11:30. Not bad. So I will see you guys tomorrow, if God permits.